Hi, everybody on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to today's, oops, I just realized my sound may not be on for Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, I think we are live now. Let me just do a quick check. Yes, we are. Okay, yes, we are live now. Thank you for joining us. My name is Shamala, and I'm known as the chiropractor for the soul, but I'm not a chiropractor per se, which means that I don't do the body adjustments for your back and for your bones. I don't do such work. What I do is, basically align you with your purpose, align you energetically, align you with your emotional, mental states, and that's the work that I do. So I do alignments, but not physical alignments. I've had quite a few inquiries from people about this. So welcome to today's live stream. As I mentioned, some of you probably seen my stories on Facebook and Instagram. Why am I doing today's live stream? Basically, because we had a class. Every week we do a global meditation, and the topic was energy tumors. I personally felt it was a very good class, but it did not get recorded. Some people have asked me for the recording, but the recording wasn't done. So I decided that it would be good to do a live stream for everybody on Facebook and Instagram so that you get an understanding of this particular topic. So I'm also open to answering questions. So if you do have questions, please post them in the comment section and I will get to them as we progress along this live stream. So what are energy tumors, right? So I'm going to get very metaphysical here. Energy tumors, I coined this term, energy tumors, to mean growth. All right, it's not a good growth. Tumors, as you know, on a physical level, with tumors usually is like a blockage, and so we do need to remove them so that we can function more effectively in our physical being. Okay, so energy tumors basically are just really that an accumulation of energy, whether they are emotional, mental, or even spiritual energies, psychic energies that may have been a block in your energy system over periods of time. These blocks build and layer after layer, they form one on top of the other, and then they become tumors. So these tumors, if left on the energy level, left on a psychic level, and left remaining on the left remaining in our energy stream, what's going to happen is it will, over time, it will manifest itself into physical tumors. All right, and that's not what we want, right? Physical tumors are a lot more difficult to remove because you need to go for surgery. The process of healing takes a much longer time. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done if it becomes a physical tumor. But if it's an energy tumor, an emotional tumor, a mental tumor, or even a spiritual one on the psychic level, it's far easier because when we work on the energy level, energy moves much more quickly. The healing trauma is less. Okay, now I'm not saying that every single energy tumor will become a physical tumor. It may not necessarily be so, but we want to prevent that. Okay, so how do these energy tumors come about? They come about if we have, okay, hang on a minute. The cat is just in the way. Okay, you can lie here on my table, but do not topple anything. Okay, thank you. So how do they come about? Energy tumors basically are accumulation of emotional or mental energies that we have them played out constantly in our lives, within our psychology. So for example, if we are basically an angry person, then we're constantly angry. Little things trigger us, and this anger, over time, they build and build and build. They become a lump of energy, and they look like tumors. You know, and some tumors, some energy tumors are round, they look like spider. Some energy tumors are elongated, some have legs, some are irregular shape. So really they look quite a lot like our physical tumors. You know, when you get a cancerous growth and becomes, you know, a tumor, you need to remove them because they do not belong in our energy system, right? So so anger is one example. So if you have any negative emotions built over time, over and over again, the layers and layers of these energies will build upon each other, and it becomes hardened over a period of time, and it creates a block. So let's say we're talking about an anger and energy tumor. It blocks you from feeling emotions. It blocks you from experiencing yourself as a divine being. It stops you from experiencing truly what it's like to feel happiness, you know. And sometimes these tumors make us so addicted to the energy that it embodies. So again, I'm going to bring the example of anger. So it makes us so addicted to energies of anger that without anger, we feel as if there is no meaning in life, right? So these, you know, this is just one example of what an energy tumor can do to you. So, you know, emotional tumors as such. And then you have the mental ones. Mental ones will be the kind of thinking that you have. And it could be a habitual negative thinking, like thinking you're not good enough. And if you keep feeding that, it becomes energy blockage in your system. Over periods of time, it becomes a tumor. Over periods of time, it hardens. And then sometimes they then manifest themselves physically. Okay, so within our physical body, to clear our energy, we drink lots of water, we eat healthy foods to prevent any blockages, to prevent any gunk from accumulating. We also do lymphatic flushes. Those of you who do not know what are lymphatic flushes, please Google and find out. It's important. This is one system within our energy system that we need to assist in the clearing because it doesn't happen naturally. So let's say we go to the toilet, that's a natural response, right? To dump, to get rid of stuff, to get rid of toxins. So sweating is one way. But the lymphatic system, when it is blocked, right? It takes work on your part. So massages is one way, you know, to move the energies along physically. And if we don't, then, you know, it becomes over periods of time, it becomes a physical tumor. So this is on the physical level that I'm talking about, right? Lymphatic flushes. So energetically, we need to do the same. If we do not flush out these energies that we keep feeding, then they create blocks, then we become quite unhealthy physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So they happen because we have allowed them to happen. They happen because it has become habitual for us to really indulge, you know, in these negative thought forms, negative emotions, right? So those of you who just join us, we're having a metaphysical party where we're talking about energy tumors. Hi Instagram, hi Facebook, happy to have you here with us. What are energy tumors, why they happen, how do they impact us, and how to clear them. So I'm going to talk about how they impact us later on, and how to clear them as well. So these are energy blocks that are there, or they have been there over long periods of time, and then they tend to, some of them do tend to become cancerous. Emotional cancer is basically, just us attacking ourselves emotionally. We're just constantly attacking, and over periods of time, we can wear ourselves down, right? We wear ourselves down, and we tear ourselves apart from the inside out, and that obviously is not healthy, right, for us. Mentally, it can create mental illnesses. These tumors can lodge themselves, energy tumors can lodge themselves within our minds, so that our thoughts do not flow properly, and then we get split kind of thinking, or we're inconsistent and we're not focused over periods of time. That can cause us a lot of distress on the mental level. All right. So spiritually, how does that impact you? Now, if you have energy tumors in your body, it is really hard to build your metaphysical light body, because these tumors are blockages, and the light that you shine is not going to be able to shine its full 100%, because you have these tumors. And obviously, with these tumors in your energy system, it makes it much harder to grow spiritually, because spiritual growth has a lot to do with how much light that you hold within your aura, how much light you hold within your energy system. And spiritual growth is also about a mental clarity, psychological clarity, how much of a master you are over your emotions, how much of a master you are over your habits, your addictions, and so on. We can't become enlightened while we are addicted to stuff. We can't become enlightened if we are addicted to certain negative emotions, certain negative thoughts. That's not how an enlightened person would behave. And so these obviously needs to be cleared and to be removed. So I'm going to teach you a technique, all right, on how to remove these energy tumors. And the technique is very simple. It's a visualization process, and you are required to do this visualization process as often as you can. But don't go obsessive about it. A good way to do it is at least once a day. And if you've been around people, or you've experienced certain kind of emotional or mental trauma over a period of time, then it's possibly a good idea to do them maybe twice a day, 3 times a day, if you feel the energy is impacting you a lot. Okay, so the process is simple. How to clear them? You just through the power of visualization, as well as prayers. So whatever religion that you are following at the moment, stay with it. All right, because you will need your belief system. If you are a Christian, if you're a Buddhist, if you are Hindu, okay, whatever it may be, keep to that. Firstly, say a prayer. Ask for God, your gods, your masters, your Buddhas, whatever your belief systems are. Request for assistance. Ask them to surround you. Ask them to protect you throughout this entire meditation or prayer that you'll be doing. And then visualize yourself sitting or standing within a golden cylinder of light. Okay, can you imagine that? A golden cylinder of light. All right, and then imagine that this golden cylinder, okay, imagine you are like a person standing there, and you have a golden cylinder of light. And imagine this golden cylinder is acting like a giant vacuum cleaner. Okay, a giant vacuum cleaner. Now, in this work that we do, you do need to rely quite a bit on your intuition. Okay, so what you would be required to do is scan through your energy system. Okay, as you're standing in this golden cylinder of light, I'd like you to scan through your energy system. if you are not able to visualize, then I'd like you to feel, develop body awareness of where the discomforts may be in your energy. So as you're standing or sitting, you know, just feel into, from head to toe, right? Feel into any part of your body that may be experiencing slight discomfort, pain, a dull pain, a jabbing pain, pain that you never experienced before, discomfort, blockages, things that you are not aware of in your daily life, and perhaps due to you paying attention, paying 100% attention and having awareness of this, you suddenly become much more aware of pain, imbalances, and all that happening within your four body system, whether it is physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. All right, use your intuition. And you know, if you feel, okay, perhaps, let me just give you an example. If you feel into your body and then you sense perhaps, you know, a pain or ache on your shoulder, and then it becomes, the pain just becomes more intense all of a sudden, you realize like, hey, I've never felt this before. It feels like a tight knot, right? So if you start to feel that, then I'd like you immediately to imagine, right, energies that are platinum in color. Okay, platinum is silvery, is very light silver, okay, flowing down through the cylinder of light, entering your crown, the top of your head, and going down your spine, along your spine, your spinal column, and then dispersing to this particular area if you feel the intensity here. And what will happen is, visualize this platinum color energy. It is like liquid platinum. Okay, it's liquidy energy. You feel it coming here, and then it surrounds the entire lump of energy. Okay, got that? Surrounds the entire lump of energy, and then slowly it hardens. Okay, it's almost like this platinum energy is encasing the tumor, and then it hardens, right? And then wait for a few moments. This whole thing collapses and turns into ash. Okay, so this is the power of visualization, and this is how you with consistent effort, you keep doing it. It helps you to clear the energy knots or energy tumors away from your system. But you need to rely on your intuition quite a bit to know where they are. You know, having body awareness is important. Any parts of your body feeling the discomfort, you just go in there and feel it. Now, if you are not sure, you don't feel anything or you don't see anything, don't worry about it. I'd like you to keep your practice on body awareness. So this is your exercise that you need to do, okay? And this is something that I guarantee that everybody can experience if they develop body awareness. So every single day, just stand somewhere on grass, you know, without shoes, with shoes, up to you. Just stand there, keeping, you know, with your legs slightly apart, stand straight, and do deep breathing. And as you breathe, have that awareness of what's going on in your body. Do you feel the discomfort in any parts of your body? Any, you know, the joints, the muscle stiffness, wherever it may be. Develop this habit of body awareness so that you are much more aware of what's going on in your system when something is not working, when you have an energy blockage. It's easier to clear energy blockage than physical blockages, right? You have to agree with me on that. So we clear the energies first before they manifest themselves into physical blockages. Physical blockages take a longer time to remove, is also more dangerous. The recovery takes a much longer time, okay? Energy work is much quicker, much faster. So this is a self-empowerment exercise that I'd like you to do. Body awareness, okay? Now, if you have no problem using your intuition and sensing where the energy blockages are and what you think might be tumors, then do the golden cylinder, the liquid energy, which is platinum in color. Now, these energies are high level spiritual energies that support you, and they support you in clearing, they support you in adding more light, holding more light in your energy system. Now, the color platinum especially is a high level energy, which means it's much more refined than gold. Those of you who do metaphysical work, if you do, meditation where you invite golden energies to come in, if you have been on the ascension process, you would have learned about what ascension is, and the ascension energies usually talked about is golden color. But if you bring in the energies of platinum, it has a much more refined energy, and it is also quite powerful, okay, in uplifting you, in bringing in energies of a higher vibration. Okay, so that's how you clear them. And then when you see that the tumors have, disintegrated, they have become ash and then vacuumed out from the golden cylinder, give yourself a few minutes, sit there in peace, in meditation, meditate on energies of love, energies of peace, energies of compassion for self, and then you can, break out of the meditation. And you break out of the meditation by grounding your energies, connecting with the earth, and again, call on, whoever you called for at the beginning of the meditation, whatever religion you believe in, that you follow, thank them for all the help that, has been given to you, and then you, get on with your life. And if you do this consistently and on a daily basis, clearing these energy tumors, you will have a much clearer and cleaner aura. All right. And with a much cleaner aura, you will also have clarity, mental clarity, emotional clarity. It all helps. They all make a very big difference. Okay. So I'd like to remind you to ask questions. Those of you who have questions, please type out your questions and I will get to them. I can't see at the moment whether there are any questions. Hang on a minute. Okay, so do post your questions in the comment section, whether you're on Instagram or on Facebook, and I'll be happy to get to them. Your question could be anything to do with your aura, anything to do with energy system. If you want to ask me questions in general, like how to clear them, how to have a more efficient energy system. All right, so a lot of my work is energy work, and sometimes people ask me this question, how do I know that what you're doing is real? How do I know that the energy work that you do is going to impact me? How is that going to change my life? I would say the best way is to speak to my clients who have experienced it. So I have a lot of testimonials on my website where people talk about the energy work that has been done and how they experience it and how that has impacted them. Other than that, I'm not here to prove that I can do it. I'm not here to try to sell you the idea that that I'm. The best way is to go to my website and look at the testimonials, right? So it is a very tricky question for me, honestly, when people ask me that. How do I know that what you're doing is real and not just some imagination? Because I can't see what you're doing. My answer to that is most people can feel what I'm doing, all right? And usually the changes they experience will be in 24 hours, 48 hours. They may experience the change then when I'm doing the work. They can feel the energetic shift. Some people feel it within the next few days. They do notice a change in their energies. They do notice that they're healing, or they may go through a healing crisis. Like a client of mine, she cried for 3 days without even knowing why. She just sat there and she kept crying and crying. She kept tearing, just very emotional. Because when we do energy work, we kind of open the Pandora box, right? We do clearing. We bring the energies up to the surface, and we work on clearing them. And so crying is part of the process, right? So that's how, you know, is the evidence of the work is really in the experience. Okay, so that's one of my most common questions asked. Now, the other thing also I ask people to think about is, yes, you know, we may not be able to see energy, but we can feel them. For example, when you are heartbroken, you feel it in your chest area, right? But you know that your physical heart is not literally broken, but you feel heartbroken. And where is that feeling coming from? It's an energy. Okay, it's not anywhere in your physical being. It's in your energy. It's, you know, your energy is speaking. Your energy is communicating. So even worry. Okay, so emotions are a good way to talk about energy, because we feel anger, we feel any emotions. It's not happening anywhere physically. I mean, it's not coming out from a part of our organs, you know, where it's a physical thing. It's an energy thing. Okay, emotions really is all about energy. Emotions means energy in motion. So that's how you know that, you know, energy is involved. So you get butterflies in your stomach. You literally do not have butterflies in your stomach, but you feel it in your stomach. What is that? That's energy, right? That's energy playing out. Nervousness and all that is all playing out. And so you know energies exist. The other one is the lump in the throat. Why do you feel, you know, when you have a fear of public speaking, why do you feel this literal lump? And you know that physically there isn't a lump, there isn't a growth in your throat, but you do feel it. So what is that? That's energy. Okay, so just to give you the answers of the most frequently asked questions, I thought that would be helpful for you. Does anyone have questions? Let me just look through Instagram, Facebook. No questions? Okay, so, you know, let me know if you are watching this as a recording. Let me know if you have any questions about, you know, what is energy tumors, and, you know, if you find this topic a little bit too metaphysical, you're unsure, and you want, you know, have your questions answered, please post them. You know, I'll be happy to answer them, because I feel that energy work is something that more people should understand. If people could see and experience the kind of energy they put out, I think more people will be more disciplined in how they function, in how they behave. So it's as simple as the kind of energy I put out as I'm talking or as I'm thinking about someone. If we have such negative thoughts and such anger directed to people, right? The impact on their energy system, the impact on their aura and yours, is something, you know, I don't think you will enjoy seeing. And I feel that, you know, people should get educated on energy work. And we all know that energy follows thought, right? So when you have a thought about something, and the energy will follow it, and you will direct the energy there. And if you do it consistently, and if it's a negative kind of thought, then it becomes a psychic attack. You're attacking someone else with your words, with your thoughts. And if you add emotions into it, it becomes so powerful. All right. So if we could all see energy, I think we will be a lot more disciplined. I think there'll be a lot more happy people in this world, because we do not want others to cause us harm on the energy level, and we will not do the same to someone else. All right. So be careful of, you know, what you say about people. Be careful with your thoughts. Be careful of your emotions. Be careful of how you direct your energies outwards into the world, because they do impact people. They do impact us. Okay. So Have a wonderful rest of your day. Those of you who are starting out your day, if you're in Asia and Australia, you're probably starting out your day. And today is a celebration for all Muslims. And I'd like to wish you a wonderful year ahead. Ramadan just ended, and have a wonderful, wonderful festive season with your family and friends. And I will connect with all of you again very, very soon. Okay, so the next live stream will probably be next week. I'll be doing Q&A as well. And if you'd like to join our meditation, weekly meditation classes, that will be on every Wednesday. And if you like that information, you can send me a private message and I will send you the link on how to sign up for it. It's free to attend. I do these group classes for free, so that more people can benefit it. And if you want a private session, do contact me as well. I do private one-on-one sessions as well via video conference. I'm based here in Singapore, just in case you do not know that. Okay, so have a wonderful day ahead, and I will see you all of you soon. Bye for now.